Now, of course, as you must have seen from reports, Lagos, Nigeria's commercial nerve center, Abuja, her political capital, and much of the country's urban centers are currently locked in a mad rush in the wake of the federal government's decision to increase the pump price of petrol. Well, long vehicular queues at filling stations have become longer overnight, and for a lot of people, the priority is now availability of the product rather than being able to afford it, despite the biting economic circumstances. Well, Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss this disturbing situation. Good afternoon, sir. Warm welcome to the program.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here as usual.
Yes, right. Even under such, such dire conditions happening out there on our streets. That's right. Your take on this increase in petrol price and the confusion around it, because initially...
It is uncalled for. It is uncalled for. And it is unpatriotic. But you see, you cannot say government is not patriotic, but then that is the situation on the ground. There is no need for this at all. I think we discussed this yesterday. I was talking as if I'm doing poetry on availability and affordability. But that is what has happened. And it is sad. And it means government policy on fuel availability has failed. That is the long and short of it. And government should know the consequences. It's going to affect industries. It's going to affect quality of life of Nigerians. And it is going to make the health of many of us very bad or worse than it was before. Because if you do not have peace of mind on how you commute or how you get from one place to the other, from your house to your place of work, to the hospital, to the school, your health will deteriorate. So it's a sad situation. And I hope and pray government will do something urgently to reverse the price. It's as simple as that. Yesterday, you see, Nigerians love labels. That's why we were talking of Dangote and monopoly yesterday. This is not a monopoly. Even NNPC is not a monopoly. A monopoly, denies people access to the market and manipulates the price to its own profitability. See what is on the ground now. NNPC price, so many prices, and the black market price. It is awful. It shows the economy is in a form of disarray, and government should treat it as an emergency. That's all I can say for now.
And you definitely said the right things, Mr. Sobowale. You also mentioned that the policy has clearly failed. Yes. I'm just wondering, what is it with this, from this administration? We've seen numerous policies that have caused a lot of hardship for Nigerians, but there seems to be a commitment to the policies to convince Nigerians that these policies are working when we are the ones that are feeling the pinch.
You are the one rationalizing what government needs to do that it has not done.
My question is that since these policies are not working, like you said, what's the hold up in reversing or taking a step back and saying, okay, we tried this?
That was what I started out with. I said, step in the right direction and should reverse it. So
all right,
what's your question?
So let's dismiss that. I'm sure everybody is experiencing the effects of this petrol situation. So let's talk about, for instance, what we're seeing happening with food pricing. For instance, you said industries are also going to feel the pinch when it comes to monitoring food pricing and making sure that it doesn't go up. Well, of course, if I'm going to purchase diesel at maybe 1,500 per liter and I need to run my generator as a business owner, it's definitely going to reverse the effect of trying to bring down the prices of food that we've been seeing. So is the government looking across board at the larger effects, or is it just focusing on one thing and saying, okay, not looking at the full picture?
This time, government is blind. Do you get me?
Okay.
Government is blind to the problems of Nigeria, so else we won't be here. What I'm trying to tell you is that this government should know what it has to do. In the past, we always thought that no government can have the guts to keep on raising the price of fuel. But this government came in, they raised it. Having been fighting the consequences, both contrived, ill-informed, unexpected consequences of that single action. And it's getting worse. It should not be like that. So we need to, obviously, government has wandered in the wrong lane. They should be advised back. It's not a matter of attacking government now. They should be told the home truth, and if anybody has positive advice, give them. If they don't take it, it is their problem. You get me? My take here is that, see, there are some diabolical forces at work who must have penetrated government. Because, you see, it is suicidal for any government in the present circumstances, given the anger of the people, to now raise petrol prices. It is unthinkable, but it is being done. And I can see what I can do is, I was talking yesterday of some so-called stakeholders who said the prices will be going up. They have even exceeded what they predicted then, 650, now 800 and something, 950, 1,000. Maybe, you see, we used the word monopoly yesterday. There is no, NNPC is even incapable of being a monopolist. Because some forces are in the supply chain and are hoarding what is available to make the prices go up. And for some strange, inexplicable reasons, government cannot control them. You get me? Government cannot control them. My advice to government is that to act as a government. A government, I will define government again, is somebody who can use force to enforce his rule legitimately in his own sphere of operation. Government has looked on whilst NNPC and the so-called marketers have mismanaged fuel supply. It's as simple as that. Fuel and diesel supply. Fuel makes petrol, makes people go from work to school to and diesel drives the industries. It's about 1,200 now. Almost unaffordable. And if the industries make products and services, they will add the transport cost to it, and then things will not be available to Nigerians. So, see, a government should be responsive and be accountable to the people who voted into power.
Mr. Sobowale,
yes,
I have a question, because we just have two minutes left.
Yes.
The Minister of Petroleum, who's also the President, of course, is currently out of the country. When the news of this price increase started circulating yesterday, it was purported to have come from NNPC. NNPC denied that. Mm-hmm. The Minister of State for Petroleum, Senator Heineken Lokbobiri, also denied that he has given any instruction or approval for price increase. So I understand your point that obviously there are some force controlling, this supply that the government can't seem to clamp down on. But at the end of the day, the consumer and the citizen can only hold the government accountable. Yes. Who should be held accountable right now?
You have said it. It's the president. But the president is in China. Although that is no excuse. You get me? He has people working for him. And you have said they have denied. The Minister of State has denied. Even government has denied that he gave no son. So it means there is a lacuna in terms of who is in charge. You get me? My own advice, because I'm not government, my own advice is for government to put his house in order and arrest the situation. Because even if he does not see it, it has seen the consequences of it. That people are angry, people cannot get to work, the roads are impassable because people are queuing up, those commercial vehicles cannot operate, and people will starve if they don't go to work and find their way to earn their living. So it's a dire situation. Government must put its house in order as urgently as possible and make fuel available to Nigerians at affordable price. That's it.
All right, Mr. Sobowale, thank you for your analysis. We hope the government will listen this time around, and let's see how that goes. But for now, thank you for your analysis.
you.